make response videos very often, but I feel like this is one of those situations where it is warranted. I made this $20 Christmas dinner from Dollar Tree and I got a lot of really positive responses on it and a few that I just want to take some time to address. So for the people who don't believe that I actually paid $20 for these items, I did post an entire video where I showed the shopping process of me buying these items at Dollar Tree. So because transparency is important to me, technically I paid $20.50 for everything because I live in the state of Virginia where they charge sales tax on food, but not every state charges tax on food, so it's easier for me to go by pre-tax price rather than account for all 50 states' rates. And again, because transparency is important to me, I get a lot of comments from people who are concerned about the fact that I don't add seasonings or garlic powder or things like that to my food, but I've talked to a lot of people, I've done a lot of research, I've worked with food banks and food pantries to know that these items are not as common in households as you may think, so I have to consider whether the cost outweighs the benefit. And sure, it's easy for people to be like, well, it's only an extra $1.25 and you can get it at Dollar Tree. Absolutely you can, and if that's your priority, feel free to do so, but if I had to choose between a package of deli ham and a container of garlic powder, I'm going to go with the deli ham because food is better than a seasoning. We're used to seeing these budget creators who say that they spent $10 to $20 on a meal and then they add eggs and butter and milk and seasonings and all of these things from their pantry, and I've said this before, but those items are not free just because you already have them, and you can't consider those items to be staples or essentials without disclosing that at some point during your video. Like, you can say it's a $10 video, but you have to have eggs and butter and milk on hand. I'm not one of those creators. If I say it costs $20 to make it, well then I'm accounting for the cost of every single item that I'm using. The only items that I consider to be essential to make any of my videos are oil, salt, and pepper, and I've reiterated this a couple of times, so some of you guys already know that. So because of those limitations, buying items that are pre-seasoned or pre-flavored, like these roasted garlic potatoes I'm showing now, are more accessible and cost-efficient for the people who don't already have a fully stocked spice cabinet. I guess I should be proud of the fact that I made this $20 dinner, and one of the biggest hurdles was that people didn't believe it was actually $20. I've never really been accused of lying about prices before, so that was an interesting hurdle for me. But I do want to thank everyone who goes to bat for me in the comments, who reply to all of these comments from people who are kind of saying the same things over and over again. I try to get the message out there, but I can only reply to so much, so thank you to everyone.